Alright, today we do a tour of Pearls Island. This is the Pearls Island here, and we would like to see how it looks in in its various form and fashion using a 3D model of the island which was created a few days ago. Pearls Island is right off Grenada, out of the Pearls by the Pearls Airport. So as you could see here, this island is whatever, very small. So let's do some GIS calculation on the Pearl Island. This here is the elevation. As you could see, it might be around 20 meters above whatever we call it, the sea level, and the sea is not level up in that area there because it's quite a choppy sea. So that's another story for another day. Now, where is Pearl Island? Let's take a look at that. So if you jump across to Grenada and you go to the peninsula of how you call this place, Telescope St. Andrew, and you go along what is called the Great River Bay up to the first airport that is called Pearls International. This is an old airplane from those days. Now this airport is used for many sporting activities in Grenada. For car racing, we have a large property, sets of land for solar implementation by the government that will take place here in the future. It would be done very consciously so that the solar would be here and there would be intercropping, but there is a lot of land to be used, government lands, very flat land along the coast. Now this island is a few I guess 100 feet meters out in from Pearls Airport. Supposed to see this island popping up from here, but it doesn't show up, so I don't know what to say, but that is it here. So this is it here. This is our Pearls Island. This one is the RGB taken from 2017, and it gives us a very clear indication of the island. We could do some measurement on this application for area, and the island could be considered even out to this here. The island could be considered to be around a certain amount of oops, I lost. I would have to do this over. So that's 800 something square meters from this app. I would have to start this over, so let me just start all over and do over the measure. So let's measure the area of this island here. I prefer to use my GIS software to do this type of detailed work, but just to give a rough idea for the video, we are looking at around 14,000 square meters, and this could be also around 140,703 square feet. They don't have acres here. I prefer acres for this measure, it's quite better. This is quite a clear image. As you know, this was taken officially with work done by the RDVRP project, and that's where we get this. Now you could of course do measurement on the island in terms of distance. So you want to measure across the island, that's like 108, 117 from this point to this point. You see it's getting narrower and narrower. So you could do those type of measurements if you would like to. If you want to get a length from here to here, again you click on a measuring tool which is found on the app, and you do calculations of measurements. So the longest part could be 164. This is very much cliff, you would see that in the 3D, but usable lands quite small. So this is your island here on the government website, which is the Grenada web application platform. Let's take a look now at our image. That's the image we would have created from our drone flight dated a few days ago. That's last Thursday, October 20th, I think. And look at the clarity and what has happened from 2017 in terms of what we have in terms of digital assets on that Pearls Island. So this is Pearl Island here, quite clear on our map. Nice beautiful waters right outside Pearl. It's, let's take a distant measure. So it's from here like 100, so I was around here, so 1500 to 16, around 1600 feet away, 1600 meters away, we would have done the flight to get to Pearl Island using our drone. So here is our final imagery. This is actual GIS imagery that could be exported as an auto mosaic onto, well, first of all, in various formats. As you could see here, I could even output it into the Google KMZ format or tile mapping service format. That's not important, but what we want to do here, we could do some measurements. We could do the contours as we discussed before. We could do some measurements of various things like 143 meters from here to here. Other various things, but I don't use this is the software for creating this from the multiple images that we would have shown you. So these are the images. If you want copy of the images themselves, I could upload and transfer copies of the images. That would be the mosaic images from the drone, and all these images are geo rectified in a specific purpose. As you could see, it's giving you that there. Although the height is quite large, it's quite impressive photos. If you really want to get into seeing something from a photogrammetry point of view, you could get those images and just zoom into them even better than the final product, you know. As you could see here, it's quite clear and efficient. So these images, when they all got together, they created this island, which you have, you know, I think it's quite a very good imagery as compared to what you would have seen before. It's good, clear, high quality, and of course, as we say, it's part of Grenada. I could show you this map on this, so you will see where this is located. It's actually here. So this is Pearls from a base map point of view, and this is the island that we have digitized in 2024 to have a better idea of the quality of the island at this point in time, and whatever GIS work that you want to do could be done. So you have a 3D model of this entire thing that's available. Again, you have to, all those things run on high graphic computers. So this is the 3D outlook of it. If you want to get the 3D OBJ file, we usually, you could take this, and if you want to use that to do some creative work, that's also available. It's, of course, it's 3D rendered from the imagery, the true imagery. So you have whatever it is. I'm not into those fancy things yet, but you have a very good appreciation from a 3D what it looks like. You could twist and turn, so you have a better play on using this as a 3D as compared to just the flat 2-dimension auto mosaic. This is quite a more appropriate when you want to deal with when you want to have a better appreciation of what you're looking at. So this is Pearls Island, Grenada. Not much to say about it. Has some grasslands that is forced to lie down as the breeze. This is the wind side from the easterlies. I love to see here where the rocks are falling apart, and I believe the rocks are falling apart. Alright, and you could look at the island at various viewpoints, because you have a three-dimensional creation here. You could see that might be an easier entry point, as well as in the back here could be easy entry based on what I'm seeing, but the rest is more cliff. So I'll just do a quick report on this and submit this for you. Have a very good day.